Are you a realtor who's not yet let go of that previous career or that part-time job, but are eager to get into full-time real estate work? Stay tuned because that's exactly what we're talking about today. What's up? J.C Agajanian here, broker associate with the Whissel Realty Group, and we're talking about making that transition from part-time agent to full-time today. One of the first things we have obviously got to address is the elephant in the room, the time it takes to get going and make your first paycheck. This is obviously assuming you're new and maybe you haven't been in the business for a while with a part-time job, but we should all be very aware and sober to the fact that you might need 6 to 9 months of running room before you actually get paid and start really finding that traction and momentum that you're looking for in selling real estate. So we got to establish our goals. We got to figure out truly what direction are we taking this career. If the goal is to go full time, what market are you going after? How much production would exceed your wildest expectations? Are you focused on first-time home buyers where you can really educate and handhold, or do you want to go high-end and deal with those different issues of very sophisticated sellers and buyers? Or is your focus to take advantage of a whole nother career that you're coming out of and use that network of people to help build your new one? Whatever the case, you want to have clarity with where you're going for your specific business, not just in general, I want to sell a bunch of homes and I don't know where they're going to come from. Have a target and go after it. So knowing where you're going is huge, but the next piece is probably the most important thing that you'll ever have to deal with, not only when you're new, not only when you've been working and are transitioning out of part-time and into full-time, and not only when you're an experienced agent with a ton of past clients in your database. Talking about consistency. The more consistent you get, the busier your business will get. And the more you'll realize that that part-time job or night gig or full-on career that you haven't let go of yet, it's just not worth your time anymore because you are becoming busy, you're selling homes, and whatever you were doing before will eventually become more hassle than it's worth. Beyond the lead time that may be required financially, you should also be aware that when you reach out to your current sphere of influence, the people that you know, maybe people that you're currently working with, they may not be the most receptive in the world when you're still a brand new agent. And that's very understandable, right? But that's also where social media comes in. It's a great tool for you to use, and even if you are not closing properties all the time and posting just solds and just listed like most realtors do, you can do a lot with social media in the absence of any of that. You can document what you're doing, document the efforts you're putting in, the open houses you're doing. If you do have a nice closing, document the key delivery, or even basic stuff like making flyers and door knocking. Just show the world what you're doing. Don't advertise, hey, I just got my license, I'm ready to work for you. Just show them what you're doing. It needs to be real estate activities. Like I said, not necessarily closing a deal every week, but you want to provide social proof that you are an agent who is doing the activities, you're working with clients, you're busy, and you're showing them that you have gained some expertise, even if it hasn't been that long. Sharing the excitement of helping your clients accomplish their goals is going to go a long way on social media. Look, in the end, it's all extremely personal. We've seen some people take a month or two and never look back, and they're full-time forever. And we've seen plenty of people, take maybe a year or two. It's completely independent to you, what you've got going on in your life, and how much focus you're putting on gaining those sales skills, making the contacts, booking the appointments, doing the basics. But the priority is to stay plugged in, focus on leveling up those skills, focus on meeting new clients, and eventually it'll be very clear that the time has come for you to say goodbye to that part-time job and embrace full-time real estate. I hope this is helpful, especially for folks who are newer to the industry. I'm happy to be a resource. Feel free to reach out, send me a DM or message, and I'd be happy to answer any questions or just carry this conversation offline. I look forward to talking to you soon.